Viewers, today we are going to discuss about phonology. And what is phonology? Phonology, in a very simple way, we can define phonology as the study of sound units with respect to the meaning. This is the simplest way of defining phonology. And so next is the most important term in phonology is phoneme, and we need to know what is phoneme actually. So phoneme is the smallest unit of sound which can create a new meaning. Uh, you can now let's see the examples of phonemes. uh, let's say here's the word cat, and it has three letters, as you know, and if we see its phonetic transcription or the transcription IPAs, we need to write this letter in some English dictionary. I wrote the letter in English dictionary, CAT, and it contains three sounds. First consonant, second this is a vowel, and T sound. Now we have to find the number of phonemes in this word. If I change the first letter C into some other letter, say I convert the C into P, it becomes pat. It is a new word. The meaning has changed. So we can say C is a phoneme. Next I change the second letter, COT. So C and T remain the same, but I change the letter A to O. Now it became caught. It has different meaning, so we conclude that A is a phoneme. And next I change the third letter. I change T to P. So again the meaning has been changed, so we conclude that T is a phoneme. So this word has three phonemes. So this way we can figure out the phonemes in the given word. And next is how sometimes we can pronounce a word in different ways but the meaning doesn't change. So in that case, those different sounds do not create a new phoneme, because actually phonemes are used to in speech synthesis process. What we do actually, at first step we do phonetic transcription, like we convert text into IPA, and in next step we can figure out phonemes. So if because one word has may have different pronunciations in different accents, but we will record just one pronunciations for text to speech system. So we first of all we figure out the phonemes, and then we record those phonemes, and for producing the sound or speech from of the given text, we store those phonemes in database, and then we concatenate those phonemes to make the speech sound. So let us see the scenario where we can say that certain sounds are not phonemes. Say this is the word top. The word top has two different pronunciations. Some people say it like top, and some people pronounce it with aspirated T, like top. So we can say they pronounce it like this way. So they add a little H sound, little aspiration sound after T. So now these two different sounds or different pronunciations cannot create a new meaning. So at start we have two different sounds for the letter T, but these two different sounds are not creating a new meaning. So we can say it is not a different phoneme. We will either record this phoneme or we will record this phoneme for speech synthesis process. And these are called, these two different forms of sounds for the same phoneme are called allophones. So in this case, T and T with aspiration are the allophones. So similarly, we see another example, like this is the word seed, and it has three sounds like S and E sounds and D, so it has three phonemes. But if we see the word seen, it can be pronounced in two ways, like S plus E sound plus D sounds, or it can be pronounced as S. We may add some nasalization at the before pronouncing the N. C we can pronounce it as seen, or we can pronounce it as seen. So we can add this little nasalization sound before actually articulating the N sound. So now these are two different sounds, but these two different sounds are not producing a different meaning. So we can say that these are not two phonemes. We will record just one of these two sounds. So this word doesn't have four phonemes, it just has three phonemes. But in some languages, like in Asian languages or some European languages, the aspiration, like here, the H, and the nasalization do produce different meanings. So in those languages, we can say that they do create a different phonemes. Like in Hindi, Urdu, or in Punjabi, you can say ja, ja. Pakistan, this is a sentence, and this is the word ja, ja. Now, if I write the sentence in some other way, I add some nasalization in start. Here, ja, instead of ja, I call jan. It produces new meaning. The meaning of ja is go, and the meaning of ja is life. So in this case, this is a different phoneme and this is a different phonemes. Similarly, you can see the word baap. It means father, and if I write it like baap, we added some aspiration, the meaning changes, it becomes steam. So again, in this case, this is a different phoneme and this is a different phoneme because it gave a different meaning. But in English, usually the aspiration sound and this nasalization sounds do not create a new phoneme. Like you can see in this picture, they can pronounce the word tomato in different accents. Like this man uses little aspiration to pronounce this word, but the meaning doesn't change, so we can say that it's not a different phoneme. So that's it. That was about phonology, and for the next lecture, please stay tuned.